Hi there. So, just going to give you a bit of an update. Just a bit of an update with Margot, what's happening to my van life adventures, upcoming van life adventures. Unfortunately, just before Christmas, going to see my kids. They're hardly kids anymore, bless them. I've actually got 3 grandchildren now. But anyway, my 3 daughters, I went to see them, and also my son. Before Christmas, it was 2 trips over 2 separate days to see everybody. And Margaret the van, she's engine's not sounding good at all. First day, bit of a ticking noise, increasing, when I accelerated. Seemed to get a bit louder. She's smoking terribly on start up. Takes about 15-20 minutes for the smoke to subside, and it's bad. Second day, see my youngest daughter and my son, and ticking turned to a tapping. By the time I got there, the tapping was pretty loud, and I was a little bit worried about getting home. So luckily, well, I mean, not really luckily, but there wasn't really any luck involved in it. But an old friend lives very close to my daughter, mechanic, and he popped up to have a little look. It doesn't sound good. Obviously, you can't be sure of anything, but it sounds terminal, and I mean that's pretty much what I thought. Margaret has been having a problem with overheating under load, so when she's going uphill, she'd overheat, and then that would sort itself out again when you take your foot off the gas, cool down really quickly. Had the whole cooling system resorted, and it just couldn't seem to get to the bottom of it, and so there was obviously some sort of an issue with the engine, I assume. So that's kind of scuppered my plans for leaving and heading off on the 18th of this month. I plan to, I think, for peace of mind, it makes sense to me in my head to get a reconditioned engine for her. So it's a case of scrimping and saving and bobbing and begging. Jelly Bean, you're so mean to him. He's just got another toy. Begging and borrowing if I can, if I have to try and get the money together to hopefully get a reconditioned engine supplied and fitted ASAP. So that's where we're at the moment. Those dogs, they're big dogs. They sound terrible, but actually, they've just got loud voices. Scary, to be honest, but when you get used to them, they're fine. Bless them. There's Jelly Bean over there, look. You alright, Jill? You're a good girl, aren't you? You're not scary at all. No, you're not. Sydney. Where's he gone? There it is. Anyway, that's the update. Not sure quite what is going on. I've got it, Jill. She always takes the toys off him when he plays. I think it's probably just a game. I cannot tell what they're talking about. It's just very loud. It sounds vicious, but I don't know. he doesn't care, Sydney. He just carries on. You just get another toy, don't you, Sid? Jill's just that little bit older and a little bit grumpy, I think, with him. You know, she plays in a completely different way. Like Sid will throw the ball at me, and Jill wants to play tug, or she doesn't want to give me the ball. She'll run after the ball, but then she won't let go of it. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could read their minds. You know. Oh, thanks, Sid. I'll keep my legs closed in future. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, this is what's happening. I'm trying to speak up a little bit more. I realise my first video. It's the first video about van life 2025 for Margot's Adventures. I was speaking very, very quietly, and I might well have had my hand over that microphone. And I think I should just check that now. I think I think we're all right. I've got to get used to doing these videos. I'm talking, speaking up so people can hear me. Haven't got to turn the volume up to maximum, and then when an advert comes, well, I don't think I get adverts on mine, but yeah, when they turn, suddenly it comes blaring out. Because I've been mumbling. I've got to just learn to speak up. So it's 1st of January. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. One of my friends is coming round tomorrow, on Thursday, and they have offered to lend me £3,000 because I don't have £3,000 to get a new reconditioned engine. And I must say I'm very, very tempted to take them up on that offer, but I want to make sure I can pay them back as soon as possible, and make sure that I have enough spare cash to be able to do that as well. I don't want there to be any problems. Because borrowing money off friends is it's okay if it's a tenner here or 20 quid there, but £3,000 is quite a lot of money to borrow off of anybody, let alone a friend, because anything can happen, and it's absolutely amazing, an amazing offer, and I'm blown away by it. These doggos. I'm blown. Excuse me. I'm blown away by it. Blown away by their kindness. So we're going to have a proper chat with them when they come around tomorrow, and I'll make sure that they're aware of how soon I'm likely, or realistically, going to be able to pay it back. We'll set up a standing order or something so that they get a minimum amount every month without fail, and then hopefully most months I'll be able to pay a bit extra, but I don't want to commit to too much money and leave myself short. Some months I might need more money for fuel or other things that I might need to buy, so I don't leave myself too short. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, but also it went very quickly from being a bit of a nightmare situation, to be fair, to within a week or so. Within a week or so, I'd kind of got my head around it, and I had a plan of action. I was going to pay everything onto credit cards and make sure that they were paid off completely, and hope that they upped my credit limit a little bit if needs be, and then I would have got the new engine on that. But that would have been probably about 6 months of me putting pretty much everything, almost spare money onto my credit cards, and then get a new engine that way. So 6 to 8 months it's a long time. It's not really a long time, but when you've planned on getting away, within a few weeks, you know, that amount of time, having to wait is a lot. So ideally, the sooner I can hit the road, the better. I really want to get out on the road, a bit more freedom, get these dogs out a bit more than I do. Spend more time with them. I'm just concentrating on myself and my two dogs instead of all the other animals and all the other people at the sanctuary. I really need this time just to kick back, and take some time for myself, look after myself, a bit of self-care for me, do something for me, focus on myself basically in my life, because for quite a long time I've been focusing on you know, other people, other people's problems, other people's issues, and I've allowed a lot of this stuff to affect me negatively, really, and I've lost myself a little bit in the process. In a way, working with other people or working with other beings, animals, and it takes you away from yourself, which can be a good thing if you know, sometimes if you can you're doing something positive. I think it's important to be of service where you can, but you've got to find the right balance of doing that, I think, and yeah, I think it's very easy to lose yourself and not look after yourself, as well as you could. So that's why, you know, I probably said a little bit about it in the last video, but I want to get away. So relationship is pretty much come to an end, to be fair. I think a natural end. There's no closure. I mean, we haven't split up, but it just, I haven't seen Emma since Wales, which is October, November, December, for almost 4 months properly. We met up on the beach with her other dog, Brian, had a cup of coffee, and Margot went our separate ways again, and that was basically it. I think she popped round briefly. I can't even remember. No, she did pop round briefly for a couple of hours the other day, a few weeks ago, maybe. I can't even remember, but it's not like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship anymore. It's not. It's just, you know, let's be realistic about this, you know. For whatever reason, she needs to do what she needs to do, and so I'm going to go and do what I need to do. And I want to start this year off, you know, with the right intentions of looking after myself, not worrying about other people too much, you know. This might sound a little bit selfish, but it's up to a point. I think it's important to be, maybe not be selfish, but not to be too selfless. Self-care is healthcare, and I need to take this time, which is why I really want to get Margot done, fixed up as soon as possible, and get off and hit the road, go on some adventures, get these doggos out, and yeah, start living my life for me and free. So yeah, watch this space. I'll keep you updated as to what's happening with Margot. Hopefully I'll be able to get her booked in somewhere not too far away, and hopefully not too expensive, and get her fixed up, within a few weeks. We'll see. Well, it's obviously New Year's Day today. I'll have to chat with my mate tomorrow, and then if we see if the money's available for me, I think we're going to get her booked in, get a few more quotes, and get her booked in properly somewhere, and then I'll keep you updated as to when I'm likely to hit the road. So thanks for watching. And Happy New Year. Yep, may it be a really good New Year for everybody. Love and light. Latest. Bye.